How many things can go wrong trying to eat local for a week?
Hello everyone, it's Emma and welcome back to my channel. Today, well, throughout the next week, I'm going to be experimenting with eating only local foods. I've seen a few other YouTubers in the zero waste community do this video over the past couple years, and I wanted to try it out for myself. The reason I'm trying it now is because Dan is out of town for work. I thought this would be a lot easier to only find food for one person versus two, especially with the types of foods we eat. We eat like a lot of beans and a lot of nuts, and it is very hard to find those things in Japan. So basically everything that I have to buy has to be produced within Japan. I thought about doing only Okinawa, but that's very difficult. Okinawa is such a small island, so they can't produce everything here themselves, like milk and rice and other big things. But at least for produce, I'm going to get all of my produce locally sourced from Okinawa. I think it's going to be quite the challenge, as well as I'm going to see how well I can do this plastic free as well. Is it possible to shop plastic free in Japan? I don't think it is, but we're going to find out. There are a few things I need to do to prepare for this video. I'm currently filming this on Sunday, but I'm not going to get my groceries until Saturday. That's because I have to do a little prepping. First, I need to go get an onigiri maker. It's like a little triangle shaped rice mold to make onigiri, which I think is going to be a staple in my local food diet. Second, I also need to order food from, it's kind of like the Misfits box or the Imperfect produce box that you can get in the US. It's called Okinawa Organic Harvest. They'll just give you a big box of organic, locally grown food, all package free, so that's going to be a huge win. I need to do that first in order to plan my meals and see what other ingredients I need. So that's part 3, is actually going to the supermarket and seeing what I can find. So the biggest challenge that Dan brought up is breakfast. I typically eat oatmeal every day. Occasionally will be pancakes or other like American things, I guess. So I'm gonna have to alter my diet a little bit and have Japanese style breakfast for a week. So that's why I plan on getting the onigiri maker. I'm gonna have onigiri for breakfast, and probably I'm gonna make like a big batch of like miso vegetable soup to have for the week. Other than that, I don't really know what I'm gonna do for breakfast. I'm definitely gonna do a big batch of Japanese curry. I'll probably do ramen as well. Maybe a stir fry with rice. I have not thought that far ahead. One more rule I have, I'm not gonna buy anything that I already have at home. Like, I already have rice. It wasn't locally sourced, but I have like 4 bags of rice here that we dumpster dove. So I'm not gonna buy more rice just for this challenge. Other things too, you know, salt, oil, soy sauce. I already have that stuff at home. I'm not gonna buy more of it because that's wasteful. Anything that I do need though this week will be sourced locally. That's all I have for an intro. Let's go ahead and place my order for Okinawa Organic Harvest and see how that process goes, because I have not tried it yet. Okay, their website wasn't really working, so I just sent them a quick message asking how to order. We'll see how that goes. I'll keep you posted. I was able to get a hold of Okinawa Organic Harvest, and they only do certain pickups throughout the week. I wasn't able to get on the pickup for last week, so pushing the grocery haul a week. I'm very excited to see what's in my box. I'm gonna pick it up next Monday, so a week from today. And then it works out really well because we have the day off, Monday, Tuesday, for President's Day. So then Tuesday I'm gonna be able to go to the farmer's market after I analyze my box of goodies, and I'm like, okay, what else do I need? I know I'm gonna need some things like tofu, and it really just depends on the box, because the box, they said it's almost certainly gonna be 100% vegetables, and I'm picturing sort of seasonal things like onions, carrots, greens, maybe some lettuce, broccoli. Hopefully I can find some local fruit this time of year. It's gonna be challenging because I'm pretty sure all of the bananas and apples are shipped here. What's in season right now? Strawberries, citrus, oranges are in season right now, thank goodness. I think they're called tankan. And then also on Tuesday, after the farmer's market, I'm gonna go to the grocery store, I guess the farmer's market too, and see if I can actually shop plastic free besides the box.
So it's finally time to make up my grocery list, because on Monday, today is Saturday, on Monday I am picking up my Okinawa Organic box. That's something that I struggle with when traveling in Japan. It's become quite easy to find vegan options, but it's really hard to find vegan options with protein. So I always end up very hungry. So I don't want that to happen. I want to make sure that I have plenty of protein in my meals I have, even eating locally. So now I'm going to browse Pinterest, make up a few meals that I want to have, and then get my grocery list ready to go. So let's get to it. So I wanted to quick show you how I meal plan, because I don't meal prep, I meal plan. Like I make a little bit of a menu, I guess, for the week. If one day I'm feeling miso soup, I'll make miso soup, but I don't have to like meal prep it. But basically what I do, I just write out each menu item, so like sushi bowls, and then the ingredients underneath sushi bowls, and then I will transfer that to my grocery list. When I'm making a meal and I'm like, okay, I want curry tonight, I come over here and see what ingredients did I allocate for curry, so that way I don't use the curry ingredients for something else. It ensures that I buy exactly what I need for these recipes and I don't have any food waste at the end. Here's what I have planned. Sushi bowls, miso soup, onigiri, Japanese curry, can't have Japanese food without having ramen, and then sweet rice. That should be plenty of food. I think I should be able to get most of this plastic free, with the exception of tofu, ramen, and the curry bouillon. I don't know how to make Japanese curry from scratch, so I'm gonna cheat and use the bouillon. We will see how it goes. I'm interested to see how plastic free I can get. I really hope I can find all of my produce plastic free. Hello everyone, I'm so excited. Look at my box. It's huge. So I'm really excited to see everything that I got. I haven't looked at it yet. I wanted it to all be a surprise. So we got, look at this head of lettuce. So 2 heads of that kind of lettuce. We have this. I don't know what it is, but they said that you can pretty much add any of this to a green smoothie, stir fry, or a salad. And look how cool, they even used like actual twine, so there's no plastic so far. I don't think there's gonna be. We have a baby head of lettuce. Looks like I'm gonna be eating a lot of salads. A different variety of lettuce. This looks like a little bunch of spinach, again with just some twine on it. Okay, I've never cooked with Japanese eggplant before, so I'm really excited. There's a few of these in here. Here's what it looks like inside. It's a little bit of a mess, but like, it's fine. I love how imperfect they are. Like you can tell this was homegrown. We got some green beans. Looks like we've got a yellow variety of green beans, and then we've got a green variety. I haven't had green beans in a long time, so I'm really excited for those. Another cucumber. The tiniest little bell peppers I've ever seen. A baby broccoli. Let's see, there's more green beans. A little zucchini. They're all so little. Look at this little tiny carrot. Yum. Cabbage. It's kind of precarious. One big tomato that was in the bottom, which is why I said it was precarious. I've heard of this thing before. I've seen people cooking with this on like vegan YouTube. Let's see, we've got a few shallots. Everything's so tiny. I love it. The tiniest sweet potatoes I've ever seen. These are Japanese sweet potatoes, so I like them better than the US kind. A handful of teeny tiny potatoes, which I love these. These are really good to just roast and eat. Oh, hold on. No. Cherry tomatoes. I never get cherry tomatoes because they always come in plastic. Basically, now what I have to do is analyze what I have here, what I already have from the farmer's market last week, and then see what else I need to get at the farmer's market tomorrow. But I'm gonna hunt for some local fruits so I can have something to snack on. So it looks like I might have to change my menu just slightly, just because now I have to eat a lot of salad, which is fine. And then I need to do something with all these tomatoes. I think I'm gonna make a sauce. Let me know if you guys think it's cheating. I dumpster dove some macaroni or penne or whatever type of pasta. No, that's not for you. So I didn't buy it, but it also isn't local. But I want to use that to use my tomatoes and some of these veggies, because like eggplant, shallots would be delicious with some pasta. But as you can see, so far, no plastic, which is really cool. And this tub that Mochi loves, they will take it back and reuse it over and over and over again. So it's a very low waste option in Okinawa, and I know this is popular throughout the rest of Japan too. It's gained a lot of traction since like the zero waste movement has grown. There's a lot of local farms, no matter where you live throughout Japan, that will offer boxes like these. I just found this because I think it was shared on a vegan or zero waste group I'm a part of in Okinawa. So if you're a part of a vegan or zero waste group in your area, just, hey, is there an imperfect foods-ish system that we can use? I will see you tomorrow at the farmer's market. I thought of a plan. I'm just going to go ahead and continue to buy everything just because it's not that much. I only need a few more things, and then whatever I don't eat from Tuesday to Tuesday, I'll just save for the next week. Obviously, I'm gonna focus on eating all of this so it doesn't go bad, and then the things like the ramen and the curry it's kind of shelf stable, can just save it for the next week. And then I don't have to grocery shop as much. Double win. Also, just a quick tangent. I've seen so many people making microwave ramen on Instagram, and it makes me mad because it's terrible. So stay tuned for my homemade ramen recipe. Okay, something else I need to do today to prep is to cook my red beans. So I'm gonna go ahead and let them soak until I guess tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow morning I'll cook them for about 2 hours like you normally do with beans. 1 hour? I don't know. Maybe I should look it up. Add some sugar to make them sweet so then I can serve it on rice, or I can just eat them with some mochi. Not the cat. Speaking of the cat. And then tonight, I will probably also go ahead and make my miso soup and some onigiri, so I have something ready to go for breakfast. Oh, as well as granola. I'm gonna make some granola to eat with my soy yogurt that I found. If you live here, I found this at Greenleaf, but I know you can also find it other places. Vegan soy yogurt. So this is the first thing I have that came in plastic, but I figured it would be nice to have something for breakfast other than like miso soup. I'm gonna try this out and then I'm gonna make some granola to eat with it. I am not buying any new ingredients to make the granola because that's very wasteful. What I'm gonna do is just make granola with ingredients that you can get in Japan. Definitely oats. I wanna use peanut butter, but I don't think peanut butter is that common in Japan. I might use tahini, which I don't love, but tahini is more popular. And if you can't find tahini, you can easily make tahini by just grinding up some sesame seeds. I just tasted it, burnt my tongue, but the flavor is so good. It tastes so traditional, and I just made this up. This was a complete winging it. I don't think I'm gonna put the entire recipe in this video, but if you'd like to see a recipe video from all the recipes that I'm making this week, let me know. I'd love to do a follow-up, like how to make vegan Japanese food video. Per serving, I'm gonna add probably like half a sheet of nori, which is seaweed, just for a little extra nutrition and flavor boost. And then as well as tomorrow at the farmer's market, I'm gonna pick up some mushrooms to add to this. Next on the agenda for tonight is to make a quick small batch of granola. I'd like to make a nut butter, but it would be homemade so that way you can actually, you know, have it in Japan, because you can't really find peanut butter in Japan or almond butter or anything like that, but you can easily find nuts. So I think I'm just gonna make a blend of nuts just to get me enough nut butter to make the granola, and then we'll be good to go. I have no words other than this is why you don't film and cook at the same time. Oh. I'm still gonna use them because I'm disgusting like that. The good news is that most of them like fell in that oven drawer. The bad news is it's a little dusty, like only a little. I don't want to waste these because nuts are expensive and I don't have any more to make nut butter. Denahi's getting the rest. So let's try this again, shall we?
No, Mochi! Mochi, I'm about to turn the oven on. Get out.
You can probably hear the stove back there. I just put my red beans on and they're gonna cook for a while until they get tender, and then I'm gonna add some sugar, and that's about it. I also need to make some salad dressing because some of that lettuce needs eaten today. It's already getting wilty. There are a lot of ways you can make different salad dressings. I've seen like roasted garlic and oil. You can make a simple vinaigrette out of vinegar and oil, maybe some other spices, but my go-to, sesame dressing, because that's very easy to find in Japan, but I'm gonna make it from scratch at home. It's not anything anything close to what you can buy in the store, but it's close enough. All it is a base of mayo, and then you add like sriracha, soy sauce, rice vinegar, sesame oil, garlic. Again, I'm not going to show the full recipe here, but if you would like to see a follow-up video with the recipe in it, let me know, and I'll show you my mayo and salad dressing recipe. Those are the wrong beans. How many things can go wrong trying to eat local for a week? And it's nothing like major. It's just stuff like I added too much sugar to my rice. I dropped all of my nuts. I cooked the wrong bean. It's nothing being a struggle actually eating local, but like me preparing the food. And I'm usually not this bad in the kitchen. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the pressure. So anyway, now I don't have to buy any legumes at the store. I'll just eat those on my salad. It's fine. I knew they looked a little off, but I was like, maybe I just forget what the red beans look like. They were wrong. I found my red beans in this old pickle jar. So I'm gonna let these soak while I'm out today, and then I'll cook them tonight, and then have sweet red beans for tomorrow. I wanted to show you my quick farmer's market Japanese grocery store haul. And this is what I mean when I say it's so hard to shop plastic free in Japan. It's really easy when you go to the farmer's market. It's medium when you go to the farmer's market because like it's half and half. But if you can get stuff directly from the farmer, like I did with Okinawa Organic Harvest, that's how you can really get plastic free. The rest, not so much. Let me show you. Here's what I got at the farmer's market. Packs of mushrooms, not never. It's pretty hard to find like locally grown edamame. Usually it's like in the freezer section of a grocery store. These might actually be peas. This was on clearance. I got some bean sprouts also for my miso soup and ramen. I got some ginger for ginger tea and whatnot. And that's something that there was unpackaged ginger that came from China or Japanese ginger that came in plastic. So it's just like, you really have to pick your battles. Like, do you want plastic free but shipped a few hundred or thousand miles? Packaged in plastic, but it came from 2 streets over, you know? And then I was also really scared I wasn't gonna be able to find bananas because a lot of them are like from Dole and they come from like South America, but local bananas. My pack of noodles for my ramen. And of course, you know, you can get noodles in boxes, but it's really hard to find ramen or soba noodles in paper. So I had to get these plastic ones. I got my curry bouillon, which has plastic inside. Nothing I got from the grocery store was plastic free. And then I got me some soy milk. Again, Tetra Pak, very hard to recycle, but this one's organic, which is pretty cool. And of course it's Japanese. And then I'm not going to show you all of them, but I got 5 of these tofus, which come in plastic. Though I did avoid more plastic because she was trying to individually wrap all of the tofus in like produce bags. And I'm like, no, they're already wrapped. So I was just like, no, I'm okay. And she's like, okay. And then she didn't give me any bags. And then I got a treat. I got myself some dango because I wanted a snack. But that's all. That's my entire haul. Locally grown, produced food for the next probably 2 weeks now. Hello everybody, it is day 2, but I'm having yet another salad with more falafel, and today I'm adding a baked potato because I have way too much of both salad and potatoes, so I'm trying to eat them all. The exciting thing next week though is that Dan is coming back. He's been gone for a few weeks, so he's gonna get to eat local with me next week. I might have to pick up a few more things just to last us all the way through the week, because I know alone it would last me 2 weeks, but together like a week and a half. Hello everyone. I have yet another salad. This is still only like maybe a quarter of the lettuce that I got. So I'm gonna pretty much be eating salads every night, which is fine. With my homemade falafels, lots of the veggies on top that I got, some of the cherry tomatoes. I roasted the little sweet potatoes.
which turned out to be benimo, which are the purple sweet potatoes, which are special to Okinawa. Today I also finished off my yogurt, so I'm gonna be starting to eat the miso soup for breakfast as well as lunch for now. And then once my miso soup is like closer to being done, I'm going to make pasta for the sauce that I made yesterday. Hello everyone, I was too lazy to go get the camera, so I'm on my phone. But anyway, we have the sauce I made the other day, which is made out of tofu and all the tomatoes. And then we have the the veg mix for the pasta, which is beans, zucchini, eggplant, and the chayote, which is that green thing that I found. Someone told me that was called chayote. So the only thing not local from this meal is the noodles and the beans, both of which I dumpster dove though, so I didn't actually buy anything not local for this meal. Hello everyone. So I am mostly done with my eating local challenge. So Dan got home Monday, and then that next Tuesday marked a week, and then today is Saturday. So we're almost at 2 weeks, and I think we've used almost entirely everything that we got last week, except like a few blocks of tofu, maybe a cucumber, just a few odds and ends. So I went grocery shopping today, and again found almost everything local. I did have to buy a few things at our on-base grocery store, like nuts were shipped from the US, but almost everything else was local again, and we decided to go back to Okinawa Organic Harvest box because we loved it so much. So this video is not sponsored, but if you live in Okinawa, I highly recommend you take advantage of that service. They bring it to you, so you don't have to worry about grocery shopping. It's only 3,500 yen, which is about $33-ish, maybe $35, and you get so much food, and it's local, and it's package free, and it's organic. But I just wanted to give you some final thoughts. It was much easier to shop local than I thought, especially being on this little tiny island. Like, I can only imagine how easy it would be to shop local in a different region. Granted, we are in a subtropic climate, making it easier to grow vegetables all year long. And it was just about as hard to shop plastic free as I thought. Like, obviously things like tofu and milk are hard to find plastic free, so I just kind of had to make those sacrifices. I at least try to find recyclable packaging if possible so it doesn't end up in the landfill, and then of course I try to minimize my plastic use entirely. So using services like Okinawa Organic Harvest or Imperfect Produce, Misfits boxes, all things like that are so easy to help you reduce your impact on the planet. So I guess my advice for anyone living in Okinawa, obviously, is to take advantage of that service as well as take advantage of the farmers markets. And this can be advice for anybody in the world who's trying to eat more locally and a little bit more plastic free. So unfortunately, Japan is quite plastic obsessed. I don't think I've mentioned it this far, but you can check out my Wasteful Things I Hate About Japan video. Japan, they use so much plastic, and it's so hard to shop plastic free here, even at the farmers markets. And then of course COVID doesn't help with that. So yeah, my advice for anyone who wants to shop plastic free or a little less plastic, find your local farmers markets. If you don't have a farmers market, get to know your local farmers, because there are farmers in all regions of the world. And even things like taking your own container or bag to the bakery, to the deli, other things like that to avoid any plastic packaging as possible. And then of course, I want to expand on this in another video, the fact that eating local doesn't necessarily mean less emissions. So granted, in my circumstance, it probably means less emissions because it was grown organically, as well as the climate. The climate really helps. If you live in a cold climate and you're buying something local, it's still gonna take a lot of energy to produce things like tomatoes in January. So that's another thing too, is not only eating local, but eating in season. So for example, right now we're eating a lot of squash and greens, and in the summer we eat like a lot of fruit. It was so much fun to try these different services and find new things that I like in the area, just in time for us to leave. But thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, especially if you made it all the way to the end. I'm so sorry this video got so long, but I just wanted to show you everything along the process. So stay tuned for next week's video, in which I'm going to be showing you all the recipes that I actually made this week and a half. So if you're interested in some vegan Japanese food, some semi-authentic Japanese food, stay tuned for that. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me. I make new content every Monday and Thursday Japan Standard Time, which is Sunday and Wednesday in the US. Talk about all sorts of things, practical sustainability, making zero waste free, easy, and fun for everyone. And I like to challenge myself like this every so often. And until next time, remember that these small changes you make have a big impact in the long run. Bye guys. And then it ensures that I make, you know, throw some beans, like, what was I even gonna say? I have no idea. Oh, and rice. Oh my gosh, stop.